It's lovely to step out into the fresh air. But this week's show is mostly indoors. I'm going to be cooking some lovely baked goods. I'm going to be whipping up a crumble. And if you've got a crumble, I think you need ice cream. I've never made ice cream, but I'm going to have a go.
I totally agree with you, Marcus, about getting some fresh air. I will be reviewing a Netflix show that you really must tune in on. So let's get started.
I've always been fascinated about how ice cream is made. I thought surely it's something you can't do at home, but you can, and you don't need any expensive equipment. In fact, there's just 3 ingredients to make non-churn ice cream. That's ice cream that you just whisk. So today I've got 100 grams of sweetened condensed milk. I've got a 300ml pot of double cream, very creamy it is too, and to that I'll be adding a teaspoon of vanilla extract. All the ingredients go into a large bowl just like this, and then whisked with an electric whisk, preferably, until you get, it says here, until it's thick and quite stiff. So let's start pouring all the ingredients into the bowl first of all. So here goes the condensed milk, 100 grams. Again, if the recipe that you're following asks for bigger amounts, then just use them, equate the amounts out that you need. Okay, to add into that then the double cream. And it goes into the bowl, and we need 1 teaspoon of the vanilla extract. So, lovely. I can smell the ice cream already. Here we go. A little more. And in it goes. Okay, we're going to move to the other side of the kitchen now because the plug is at the wall and I'm going to get whisking. I've never used an electric whisk before, so absolutely anything could happen. Paul's told me what to do, so hopefully this is going to work. So I'm going to lower the whisk into the bowl, switch it on at the plug, and then I've been told to move this button down. Woo! There we go. Oh look, the bowl is spinning now. It wasn't on the setting before. No wonder it was only getting churned in one day. I did say I've never used one of these before. Let's power up. Wow, well, I think that might just be the consistency we need. I press this button, is that right, to lift this up? Did I press this button? Oh, I've not used one of these before. How does this come? Oh dear, I've lost one of my whisks. But it's good because I can show you.
It's dropping everywhere.
Someone's worried about their... Ooh, look! Yeah, there are peaks on that, definitely. Definitely peaks. Okay. Fill it right up. What I like doing with ice cream is, I remember as a child, I used to scoop it round and whip it round in the bowl at Morelli's in Port Stewart, which I hope to return to someday soon. And then I said, oh look, I've made milk, because it was like a really sort of like runny consistency, but it was still cold. It was delicious. So I think that's just about as much as I can get out there. That's fine. Put that to one side, and we'll just spread it evenly into the tin. Then the next thing we want to do is we get some cling film. It's almost difficult to get this off. It's got a special finger contraption in this one. The silk can't do it now. Oh, there we go. Some cling film. Oh, my finger's stuck. Help! And rip that off like that. Pull it out. If anyone has got any special tips on how to get cling film off in one go, I'd love to hear from you. And we cover it over like this, tightly as possible. Bit like wrapping a present. I'm not that good at wrapping gifts. But there we go. And now you need to transfer that into the freezer. How long does it go in the freezer, you ask? Well, it's a good question. I don't know, but the answer really is it goes in until someone's put beer in here. Look at this. This was supposed to be for my ice cream, and there's beer in here now. It goes in for as long as is needed until it's frozen. So you check it after maybe 2 or 3 hours, and hopefully it will be frozen. We'll enjoy that later.
Okay, so I stumbled upon the Crystal In-Wash dishwasher cleaner. So normally I would have to put in a separate dishwasher cleaner when it's empty. But in this instance, it says load a dishwasher in usual way with dishes, then put usual dishwashing tablet into the dispenser. Also throw one of these capsules in the In-Wash dishwasher cleaner in the bottom of the dishwasher. So just put this right next to the dishes. Close the door and start your dishwasher on your normal cycle and temperature of 65 degrees. Normally I do 50 degrees. So is it too warm though? I think that we could risk it. Dishes are done! Ooh, steaming up. Wow, you could lick it clean. Already clean. Wow, look, spotless. Who Killed Sara? Or in Spanish, ¿Quién mató a Sara? What is the show about? Pretty much the title is what the show is about. A murder has been committed. Alex goes to prison for a crime he didn't commit. He spends 18 years in prison. he comes out, thinks it's the Lizcano family, and it just unravels from there. I think I like these Mexican shows for some reason. I think ever since I started watching House of Flowers, then it kind of trickled down from there, and Netflix knows what I like now. In any event, I do like these revenge type shows, and then I like these vendetta type shows where the protagonist gets his revenge or tries to get his revenge on the people that wronged him. What can you tell me about this show without giving too much away? We delve into the lives of the Lizcano family. These are the people that him and his sister Sara were close with, and they were there when she died, so it's only natural to delve into their past. We also go into the Guzman family and look at the dynamics there, so it's all very riveting and it's all very good, and I am basically glued to my TV. I definitely recommend this for anyone that hasn't watched it before, and stay tuned for more reviews. Thank you. Now, don't forget to subscribe.
If, like me, you're finding it difficult to have your 5 a day, 5 portions of fruit and veg that is, then perhaps you need to hide the fruit. Paul likes to hide veg in various meals that we have, and today I'm going to make a crumble, so the fruit is going to be hidden underneath a nice crumbly mix. So I've got 3 apples which I've chopped up, and a punnet of strawberries that Paul has very kindly chopped up. Now, I'm going to do something a little bit wacky, because it's a little bit dry, I think, on its own, and this is going to be baking in the oven with a crumble mix over the top, and I'm sort of thinking that it might turn out a little bit sort of dry and burnt. So I've got sort of the leftover bits of a jar of strawberry jam here, and I thought I'm going to add that to it just to add a little bit of moistness. So here we go. Add the strawberry jam into the bowl of fruit. Get every last morsel on it, I don't want to waste anything there. And give it a bit of a mix round, like this. Tossing the apples and the strawberries and the jam. Right, I've got a baking tin here, which I have lightly greased. So there's no pastry base in this, it's just the fruit bottom. So I'm going to spoon the fruit all nicely mixed together with that jam into the bowl, into the baking tin. Just like that. And I'll just sort of evenly spread it all over like this until it's nice and flat and filling the tin. Ooh, get every last little bit in. Okay, so for the crumble mix, I've got a large bowl here, and I've got a crumble mix that I bought. Now, adding to this, I need to put in. Ooh, I'm preheating the oven as well, so that's the bleeping you hear in the background. So I'm going to pour the crumble mix into this bowl. This, you need quite a large bowl, because you don't want it going all over the place. And behind me here, I have been simmering and melting 100 grams of unsalted butter. So I'm now going to pour that into the crumble and mix it round until it's all thoroughly mixed together. So mixing, mixing, mixing. Get it all spooned round. I'm not sure I want to get my fingers involved in this one. I might have to though, but we'll see. Going round so all there's still little bits of melted butter, you see, I can see that in there. And the thing is, because it's a crumble mix, I mean, you're not actually making it into a dough, so it doesn't have to be 100% all mixed together, because any little remnants of butter that there might be there will all seep through into the mixture once it's in the oven. I think that's good. So we've got our tin of fruit here, and now I'm simply just going to spread this lovely oaty crumble mix over the top. Ooh. It looks absolutely wonderful already. Like this, every last bit. Try not to make a mess like I usually do, because Paul will be mad later on if I do that. So here we go. Just smooth it all over to cover all the fruit. Get every last little bit in. There we go. That's looking fantastic. So now I'm going to put that into the oven, and it's at 180 Celsius for 35 minutes. Let's go to the oven. So here we go. The oven has been preheated. Popping it in there. Make sure I don't burn my fingers. Convection we want, and we want that at 180 degrees for 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and hit the start button. There we go. I'm really looking forward to tucking into that later, and I'll be getting 2 of my 5 a day. Whoa, it looks as though it's ready. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. Oh my god, it's dripping. That's the jam. Look, that looks absolutely delicious, and I'm going to set it right here to cool down. And I think that is something to have a little bit later on with some ice cream. Right now I'm just going to have a coffee and wait for my ice cream to freeze. It's the moment of truth. How has the ice cream turned out? Let's have a look. Here we are. Feels nice and cold. Let's see. Ooh. It's solid. It's solid as a rock. I've got my scoop. Let's see, there we go. Oh yeah, look at that. That's as good as ice cream in a shop, that is. It's scooping lovely. And to go with that, we've got the crumble that I made earlier. I'm going to have a little bit of that. Ensure that I have my fruit. Let's tuck in and see what this is like. Let's start with the ice cream. Not bad. It's quite chewy. Of course, it is non-churn ice cream, so it's not the type that you would buy in the shop. But it's all right. And the crumble. Oh yes. The strawberry and the apple. Delicious.
Don't forget, it is our live show on Saturday.
We'll see you then. Take a look and bye for now.